This is dog shit paint. So if anyone wants this, I'm giving it for free. I will pay you to take it away. Now, normally I'd be worried about libel, but this paint is actually very, very bad. It comes off as complete chalk. My whole flat's ruined.
Are you listening?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Binkowski Broadcast. I got my man Adam Coumas with me here today again. How you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm really good. Thank you for asking. What's going on this week? I don't know if you've seen the madness that happened yesterday. A little launch of a little new next gen console caused mayhem in the UK online space. Fucking all the websites shut down and everything, and it's just like the PS5 release just broke the internet. I've had people actually like tell me that they couldn't get on like John Lewis websites to get their Christmas present because everything was fucking crashed. Everything shut down.
People couldn't get their tea towels from John Lewis. They were pissed.
If you were online yesterday and you were trying to get a frying pan anywhere between
I want my Le Creuset frying pan. Oh, you have to wait.
Anywhere between 7 a.m. and like 1 p.m. Just say goodbye to that.
Le Creuset is a good brand, by the way. I got gifted a mug once, and it's worth more than my inheritance.
What kind of a mug was that? Or what's your inheritance?
It's a £15 mug.
Huh?
It was a £15 mug.
Oh shit! What kind of mug was that?
£15 for a coffee mug.
Who pays? I wouldn't even pay £15 for a coffee, let alone a mug.
Well, a mug would be worth more than a coffee, so.
Depending on the mug and depending on the coffee.
Kopi Luwak coffees, $80, I think it is, a cup, Kopi Luwak. And that goes to a fucking cat's intestine system. Do you know that? The cats eat the beans, shit it out, and they pull the shit off the beans, and they go, we're going to sell this to rich people. It costs like... And rich people do it, man.
Oh, yeah. But it costs like £100 for a cup of coffee, right?
$80. I thought it was $80, but 100. Yeah, whatever. But it's expensive. Tell you what, though, I'd try it for free.
I was just gonna say that low key. I would love to try it.
I'd love to try it. You know, I love cat shit. You know, it's just like no, it's kind of like a weird hybrid monkey cat. I don't know what kind of apple.
I know, like the coffee has to go through. They don't digest it, so then they shit it out and. Rich people drink.
I'm skeptical as to how much it actually changes the taste. Like going through a digestive system of a cat.
You know what? When it comes to like coffee,
that's a bit Emperor's New Clothes to me, I think.
Maybe, but it's just don't you think that that's sort of in general when it comes to like expensive luxury stuff. Just like, I mean, I'm not much of a. I don't have maybe what's the word, like a superb palate or something like that, but it's just like I can't really taste the difference between like different types of coffee, different types of like vodka and stuff like that. Like, something might be a little smoother, but there is a difference between like instant coffee and a good ground coffee. But
then do you know what that is?
As much as you can feel.
And do you know what that is though? That's because you and I are poor. So it's kind of like, we're not going to like the finer things because we haven't tried the finer things. Like you and I were both like, oh, champagne tastes like shit. And it's like, yeah, it does. But you know what? So does beer when you first try it. But once you drink it enough, you think, it's actually all right. Same with coffee. We don't drink champagne all the time because we can't afford it. Therefore, we think it tastes like shit. The same thing with expensive wines. Like that's what it is. I think if you're rich, you can just afford to drink this shit all the time, and then you develop a taste for it.
Maybe, but like, obviously don't drink it all the time. But I remember once when I was working like during Royal Ascot, and I was like sort of in charge of the VIP
one of the
boxes. Yeah, that too. That was after the after party, for sure.
People riding, yeah.
I was taking care of the VIP boxes, and like I've tried some of the champagnes that they had there, which were like this super top expensive shit.
Was this between cleaning? You just like had the dregs, and you were like, "Oh, let me try some."
Between bending over, I was just, I was having a dirty pint with rich,
wouldn't put it past you.
Expensive
hiding the flute glasses in your beer, just like
mate.
For later.
It's but it tastes like shit. It just tasted so horrid. I was like, why would you pay £100 a glass of this shit?
Do you know what though? I honestly think it's one of those things where if you drank it regularly enough, you'd like it. Like I didn't like coffee when I first started drinking it, and then you drink it a bunch and then you like it. It's the same with anything. Same with olives. Like you develop a taste for it. Same with whiskey. It's just, I can only speak for myself, but I'm not drinking it every day because I can't afford that shit. Well, I can, but it will be like I will have to go hungry if I was to pay. I can't afford to drink it on the reg, and if I was, then you develop a taste for it, and that's it.
You know what else might be? Like I would love to be able to drink whiskey. Like I love the whole ritual of it.
And it's so cool, isn't it? And it's then you taste it, and you're like, whoa.
Exactly.
That's the stuff. Like I've got enough hair on my chest, but when I drink whiskey, I feel more hair growing.
Me too. Look at that.
Yeah. Well, that's just from the milk you drank this morning.
That too.
You're a growing young man.
Finally hit puberty this morning.
Yeah. Congrats on that, by the way.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's weird though, isn't it? Because I remember once going on a date ages ago.
Wow.
And yeah, I know.
He was brave enough to do that.
Yeah, I know. We're going on a date, and this girl said she wanted to go to a wine tasting place in Covent Garden. I remember going there, and I was like, yeah. She goes, "Do you like wine?" I was like, "Yeah, of course I like wine." Don't like wine. It's like when somebody asks you, "Are you a dog person?" You go, "Of course I am."
Yeah.
Because you're not going to say, "Oh, I actually like cats as well," because then they think you're some sort of serial killer psychopath. So you have to
fucking hate cats.
Do you? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
like
more
both.
of a dog person.
I like both. You're a gorilla man, clearly.
Yeah, Joey Bananas right there.
Yeah, don't know what that means. Don't want to know. Anyway,
what's his name?
Anyway, and then this sommelier.
Yeah, sommelier.
Somalian sommelier. This Somalian sommelier comes out.
Somalian sommelier. Yeah.
Yeah, Somalian sommelier. This Somalian sommelier, he's done very well. Comes out and he's normally the word would be he spoke French actually. Came out and he passed us he gave us two wines to try, and I was like, low key, they taste exactly the same.
Yeah.
But she was like, "Oh no, definitely this one. It's definitely this one and this one." And he was like, "Oh, are you sure you want this one? It's a little bit more expensive." She was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, fine." Anyway, we sat down. We had one bottle of wine together, and at the end of the day, they gave us the bill. We didn't have anything else, just one bottle of wine. £70 it cost. Wow. And I was furious. I was like, £70 for one bottle of fucking red wine? Are you mad? I didn't say 70 quid. If I'm drinking something worth it, I want gold flakes in it. That's what I think it should be.
You know what? I think it's part of it is just like the pretentiousness of it. It's just like being able to fucking, being able to say, I drank this or I drank that. Or I
couldn't even tell you what kind of wine it was. I couldn't tell you if it was from some French basement from 1784. It just tasted like red wine to me.
Yeah, I think it's just the whole thing is just, being able to afford it, being able to experience it. It's just, you feel like part of a club but you just...
Yeah, I paid the bill, by the way. I'm a sexist gentleman, but I was pissed. I was furious.
Was she worth it at least?
No. I paid the bill and I was like, nice to see you, nice to meet you, bye-bye. Never saw her again.
Wow.
It was actually on principle for the wine. I was like, ridiculous. And then
you just knew that you're going to have you dealing with some sort of a gold digger, and you just didn't want to go down that road.
No, I don't even think that. I think she was just like, she was kind of very posh, very well off. Like, oh yes, I wouldn't be seen dead in Wetherspoons. It's like, come on, like seeing dead people in Wetherspoons, that's part of Wetherspoons. Like, just get over it.
That's what it's about. That's why you go.
That's what it's about. You need to be,
dead people and £5 pints. That's it.
Well, £5, man. What are you getting? Are you getting 2 Heinekens?
That's true.
Let's not undersell Weatherspoons. Weatherspoons is not like 5p pints. That's if you get the local.
Cut me some slack. I haven't been to Weatherspoons. We've been in lockdown for the best part of this year.
It's been tough. It's been so tough.
And they might have put their prices up because of lockdown and Brexit, although they are pro Brexit. So
no, I'm pretty sure they found a way to distill wine out of bog water, and they'll be selling that next. And I'll be enjoying that. Come on, you'll look at it. If they go new bog water pint from Weatherspoons, you'd be like, oh, that sounds gross. And they go only $2.99. You'd be like, go on, let me try one. Let me just try one.
Yeah, I think like if you just present it well, sell it well, you can
get a nice graphic designer to
sell anything
for it. Yeah,
I mean
I'm pretty sure.
I think in today's world, like places like Weatherspoons or whatever, obviously, like it's not amazing quality or whatever, but it's good enough, and you just go there because it's good enough and it's achievable. I mean, if it's achievable, then you have low standards, but
good enough. Yeah, where have I heard that before? Oh, that's what my girlfriend said about me.
Yeah. That's what my girlfriend
told me. It's good enough.
Last time after sex, good enough.
Never had it, but she said good enough. She was describing my facial feature. She went, that'll do, good enough.
Yeah.
I thought she was talking about a meal or a date went on, and she was just describing my face. So, yeah.
I know you're feeling strongly about it, but tell me, I mean, I'm going to sound like a sour bitch because I wasn't able to get it yesterday.
What are we talking? We talk about PlayStation tomorrow.
Now I'm going to talk about PlayStation for sure.
Okay, right.
I'm going to sound like a sour bitch because I wasn't able to get it yesterday. What do you think of all these nerds that broke the internet, mate? We I'm saying we because I've been part of it. I was like fucking hunting on all the websites. We broke Amazon as well. Like Amazon fucking broke because
went down temporarily.
Yeah, just went down because people couldn't get their or wanted to get their PS5.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what's ridiculous? If you've never been number 180,000 in a queue, you've never lived. Like, if you see, it's just ridiculous.
Right, so there was 180,000 people before you waiting to buy.
That was for Curry's. Like, I was trying to get onto Curry's website, and they put me in a virtual queue, and the queue was I was number 182,400. I
didn't even know Curry's could count that high. To be honest, I think I don't rate them as a company. The fact that you could even count to 180,000 is amazing. I thought they'd lose a count around 70 and they'd be like, sorry, that's all we could do.
But it's ridiculous. Like,
yeah, man, nerds will do what they need to do. I after hearing your tactics, I know you sort of put in the effort, you did the research, and you stayed up to get it. I still think you half-arsed your PS5 trying to buy one strategy. You have one single computer with one internet connection, one IP address. I know for a fact you have two laptops. You could have had two simultaneous laptops on the go, had one connected to your Wi-Fi, one connected to your phone internet, so you have two IP addresses. Use the VPN so it gives you a different IP address completely, and then you would have doubled your chances of getting in the queue. But that's the kind of talk that gets people PS5s and not PS nothing.
So what you're trying to say? I just failed even trying. I failed buying.
I'm saying you didn't want it enough because I guarantee there would be people doing that.
You would not be able to get anything, man. Like, it's ridiculous.
No, maybe not. But you would have doubled your chances.
It's ridiculous what's happening now.
Isn't it? So,
mate, shit was selling out in less than a minute. Like, it's ridiculous.
You know what's funny though? There's going to be two types of people this Christmas. Those with the PS5 and those thinking they're getting a PS5, but their parents have bought them the wrong console.
I mean, I've seen people doing pranks on Instagram, like getting PS2 and PS3 and then just like taping them together, and here you go, here's PS5.
That's funny. Yeah.
Imagine, like, I mean, I guess in your case it wouldn't happen, but like,
I'm so glad I'm removed from this because now I'm officially. I used to hate being called a casual gamer.
You are a gamer. I'm
definitely casual now because before I can't afford to sink the amount of time in that I used to.
Yeah.
I might be able to put in a weekend, maybe once a year. I put in 2 weeks of a furlough, the first furlough, back in March or April, and that was wild. That was the first time I've played video games for that long in about 10 years.
Wow.
Easily.
What game had the honors?
Days Gone, the open world zombie game.
Was it good?
Fantastic. They sorted out all the bugs. It was like Walking Dead, the game.
You know what? It's gonna be similar with like the PS5 as well. Like if you get it now, I mean, it's gonna be great. You're gonna be part of the club. But it'll
just become a dust magnet afterwards. So yeah, I'm glad that I don't need it immediately. You know, I can wait. I can afford to wait. There's no games that are coming on there that I need that I can't get anywhere else. So yeah.
But you know what's interesting, even with that, like what that also like showed, as I was doing it, as everything was selling out, I was like, a little bit bummed out that I wasn't able to get it. But then I was just laughing to myself constantly as well. It's just because of the ridiculousness of it. And in a way, I'm happy that I've gone through this experience just to sort of be able to see how just stupid all of that is. I mean, it is just a video. It's just a console. Like it's, your life isn't going to change.
Yeah, with what you're saying, mate. You can't just say it's just a console. That will get you hate online.
Just bring all the hate.
It's a revolutionary, life-changing product for all ages.
Bring all the hate. I didn't get one, so I can be a sour bitch. So just bring all the hate.
8-year-old boys, fully grown men, and incels everywhere are going to be loving this product for years to come.
I'm sure it's a great product, and I'm sure I'll get it. It's just like your life isn't going to change in any shape or form just because you have a nice shiny box next to your TV. Like, it's nice to have it.
You're only saying that because you didn't get one. Had you got one, you'd be like, mate, my life's going to change now. It's going to be sick.
You know what? I know exactly what's going to happen even when I get it. Like, when I get it, I'm going to play it for like 2 nights or whatever. I'll be excited, happy or whatever. And then it's just back to just living. Like, there's other shit that you got to do. I mean, people that don't have anything else going on in their lives, they're gonna be the ones that will be like, this has an impact on my life.
You know what I find really funny though is the idea of like, I know we've actually mentioned this before though, but like you can say, if you play too much video games, you've got nothing else better to do in your life. But then people will happily watch 17 hours of Netflix uninterrupted, and they go, "Oh, I've got a great life," and it's like that's even worse. Come on, you're not even doing. At least video games is puzzles. At least video games tries to challenge you, whereas TV is just sit there and feel your ass grow.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is that what I found interesting going through all of this is that how
you sound like you've come back from the war, by the way.
Mate, you know what?
Fighting in war.
If you were
one arm now, I'm suffering from PTSD.
Oh, PTSD is real.
I'm twitching occasionally. you describe it like you've come straight off the battlefield, mate. You tried to buy a PS5 and you couldn't get it. Big deal.
If you did it, or if you tried to get it yesterday,
mate, you've even got a stutter now. It must have really been bad.
If you tried to get it yesterday morning, it was like a fucking battlefield. It was just ridiculous. But regardless of that, like what that got me thinking is, how due to the lockdown, coronavirus, and all that shit that's going on, all these like cries about the economy and how bad everything is and how bad everything's going to be. Everyone should save up. Mate, none of that applies to everything that was happening yesterday. It was just like, just got me thinking, like, what saving, what economy? Like,
everyone has 300 quid.
It's not 300. People are buying bundles and everything. Like, it's like 400
but I
plus.
guess the thing is,
it's just a lot of money.
Oh, actually, I'll take that back. Not everybody has 300 quid. A lot of people are living on the breadline, and that's quite tough.
Yeah.
But a lot of nerds have their finances together, or they have mummy or daddy who will pay for it, and they've saved up for a bit.
Yeah.
You saved up for it, right?
Yeah.
So you've got the money in the bank because you saved up because you knew it's not like they sprung out of nowhere. And I think the reason why it's so hot and everyone's trying to get it at the moment is because it's the perfect lockdown companion. If you're locked at home and you can't do shit, like, and your option is
true.
walk around the flat or play a video game or watch TV, like, it's just an extra dynamic that you wouldn't do. Like, you know, I'm discovering that now. Like, I'm playing the PlayStation a lot more than I normally would because I can't go out and gig or I can't go out and have a life. So I'm just sitting there on my couch, like, all right, I've got bored of TV now. Should I play video games? Okay. Yeah. And it's just like, you feel like a bit like a caged gorilla.
That is so true. That is so true. I mean, it is the perfect. There's only so much porn you can watch, really. Like, you know,
yeah.
It's nice to have a console.
Yeah.
If that statement makes any sense, but
from you, yes, total sense.
Why for me? What do you mean?
Because I think that's how you put your priorities out. It's porn, video games, TV. That's how I think it works in your head.
No, it's usually porn, energy drinks, TV, and
weird list. But yeah.
Lockdown changes a man. That's all I can say.
Yeah. You didn't have a beard before the lockdown.
No, I didn't even have chest hair before the lockdown.
No, that's all stuck on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what are you going to do now then? So are you going to try and... I'm sure they'll bring your beloved PlayStation in stock in the next couple of weeks. It's just hype.
It is. I'll probably get it.
They've got the assembly line. They've probably got 1 million waiting to go.
Maybe. I'll probably get it next year once they figure out all the bugs and everything.
Yeah.
Mate.
My favorite, so what I find funny is that a lot of people who've got it, they're like, oh, I can't wait to play all my PS4 games on my PS5.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck are you buying a PS4? There's no need. They're like, oh, I've got all these remastered games. And it's like, that's like saying, oh, I can't wait to get my record player so I can play DVDs in it or fucking...
That is true.
Doesn't make any
what? I think it's exactly what you said, that like it's lockdown, it's the perfect companion, and the whole year has been shit. So everyone wants to sort of like, everyone that is able to afford it wants to treat themselves.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Like the PS4 is going to be supported for the next 2 years. There is no real reason to buy PS5 for the next 2 years if all the games will come out on PS4 as well.
Yeah. Just slightly better quality graphics and that's it.
But then that's just society in general. Like why people buy new iPhone every year is the same shit, really.
Did you hear that Apple have been forced to pay? I think it was 130 million for the battery gate stuff. I mean, 130 million sounds a lot to us simple folk, but to them that's like,
oh, that's peanuts, mate.
They take bigger dumps than 130 million.
Yeah, I've seen it today. For those that don't know, is Apple has been accused and found guilty of deliberately slowing down all the iPhones so people buy the new shiny unchanged iPhones.
Yeah. In their defense, they said that they were slowing down all the models when updates were happening so that it would save battery life. But the reason why this has become so blown up is because they weren't transparent with that. So it seems from an outsider's point of view is they've slowed down your phone when you update to a new system. Yeah. And what do 99% of people do when their phones start slowing down? They think it's time for me to buy a new phone, a new iPhone.
Doesn't every company do it? Doesn't every company do it? I
mean, this podcast isn't sponsored by anyone, but I'm still repping my Chinese brand OnePlus phone.
Yes, that is true.
Around. I mean, the battery life's a little bit shit, but it's still as fast as it was pretty much since the day I bought it.
That is absolutely true, yeah.
So, rep into the Chinese makers OnePlus and China in general.
We love it, guys.
We almost forgot to plug China this episode. Never forget about you, China. Just when you take over, spare me.
And OnePlus phones. That is true. That is true though. Like OnePlus is that's it. It's
we're not getting paid by them though, man. So yeah, we don't need to. We don't need 12 gigabytes of RAM.
I love my OnePlus.
We're both holding like shitty old versions of it as well.
Mate, this is 5 years ago. 3T.
Yeah,
and
exactly the same.
Has a cracked screen. It has a cracked screen.
Yeah, you know what? Works just as good. I'd kiss it, right? But it's very greasy, so I'm not going to do it.
It's like, they're not going to get me, man. I'm not going to upgrade till this fucking thing breaks.
This looks like one of those cheap, shitty YouTube phone reviews. This OnePlus phone is perfectly square and black. It has a camera on the back.
You even have the fancy background light. You have everything, mate.
I know. It's because I'm in my living room today because I'm getting my bedroom painted.
Nice.
So I've got this. So this won't be here next week, unfortunately. This is the best setup I'm ever going to have, and you're never going to see it again. So enjoy it, viewer.
Yeah, you were here to experience it first. You're here to see it first.
And here to never see it again because I'm getting rid of it.
Exactly. Well, I'm guessing you're painting a bedroom. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you, like, are there any purchases that you really regret? And then I started thinking about the paint that you bought, but we're not going to fucking talk about paint on this podcast.
No, but to be fair, actually, wait, one sec.
All right.
I've got to flog some stuff on your podcast if that's all right. 1 second.
All right, yeah, go on. Adam is just getting his stock of paint. For anyone interested.
I know this podcast has a huge viewership of about 150,000, so I just wanted to show off. I've got 2 tubs of contract white paint, Crown, contract mats for sale. This is 10 litre. I've got 2 of these, 2.5 of these. These 2 are unopened. It's dog shit paint.
Can you show? Oh, mate, I'm gonna use it in the intro.
This is dog shit paint. So if anyone wants this, I'm giving it for free. I will pay you to take it away. Now, normally I'd be worried about liable, but this paint is actually very, very bad. It comes off as complete chalk. My whole flat's ruined. So if we touch any surface, even though it's been dry, it comes off as a thick chalk. I'll even show you, right? This is my hand, nice and clean, no chalk.
Yeah, go on, Charles.
Wipe one surface off my wall, and now suddenly, if you look at that exact same hand, look at that. That is white paint. So once again, one more time, Crown paints, everyone. Anybody wants this, I will pay you to take it away. Absolute dog shit.
Your walls sound like a crack addict stream. Like you can just sniff off of it, and you're going to sniff the paint away.
Paint on my hand now.
That was the best fucking intro ever.
I have no use for it. I was thinking, like, in what scenario would you ever need paint to come off the walls? Ever.
But that's part of you being a cheapskate and looking for a deal.
Look, I thought, how much is white paint got to cost? And I thought, £1 a litre. And it's from a reputable brand, supposedly. But
I've never heard of Crown, but...
it's because you don't know paints. Crown and Dulux are supposed to be the best. What I found is this one's shit. So, yeah, not a fan.
Yeah. Props to Dulux.
If you're watching this, Crown, you owe me compensation. Look at that. Don't come at me saying you're slandering your brand. Look at that. Horrible.
Terrible.
Absolute crap.
Give me more money.
Yeah.
And Dulux, hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up, Dulux. You guys are cool. Sorry I didn't buy you in the first place.
I never thought that I would enjoy actually a podcast about paint, but that was actually really enjoyable.
Yeah, life experience, man. But if anyone does want paint, I've got 25 liters.
Yeah, Adam can hook you up 25 liters of white paint. If you need
give it to your enemies.
Yeah,
if
you want to give it as a Christmas present to someone, just hit Adam up. You can find him on his Instagram, Adam Coumas on Instagram.
Yeah, I'll put it on the Instagram seller's website because I know everybody loves that new update on Instagram. Everybody loves being able to buy shit from Instagram.
Yeah. It's like Facebook Marketplace or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be on there.
Cool. You guys going to be able to find Adam's white paint on Instagram.
That's the only reason why I did this podcast this week. I just need to get rid of the 25 liters of paint.
There you go. We finally reached that level. The only reason why anyone would come on this podcast is to advertise and shit on paint.
It's just I've got some paint to get rid of, and I was like, someone was like, "Do you want to do a podcast?" I was like, "Yeah, go. I've got some paint to shift." So that was the exact reason. That's what I told him.
I love that.
Only joking, obviously. I always want to shift the paint.
Cool. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I really enjoyed it. You can find Adam on his on Adam's YouTube account. Make sure you check it out. It's Adam Coumas on YouTube. Is going to be linked down below. Check out him on Instagram. And see you guys next week. And make sure you get the paint.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. Take care, mate. See you guys.